The T and D consonant sounds. These two sounds are paired together because they take the same mouth position. T is unvoiced, meaning only air passes through the mouth, and D is voiced, meaning D. You make a noise with the vocal cords. These consonants are stop consonants, which means there are two parts. First, a stop of the airflow, and second, a release. The airflow is stopped by the tongue position. The tongue will come up, and the front part will touch the roof of the mouth just behind the top teeth. It will then pull down to release the air. The teeth are together, t, and as the air comes out when the tongue releases, they part. T, d. Let's take, for example, the word pat. Pat. The first part, the tongue has moved up into position, cutting off the flow of air. Pat, t. And the second part, the tongue releases and the air comes through the closed teeth. A note about the teeth position for the D. As I said, the teeth are together, t, and part when the air is released. This must happen for a release of the T. But the D can actually be made without the teeth coming all the way together. Dad, dad. You can see there the teeth are not closing all the way, but you're getting a D sound by the tongue coming up into position and pulling away. Stop consonants are sometimes pronounced without the second part, without this release, when they come at the end of a syllable or a word. Let's take, for example, the sentence, I bet you did. I bet. You can see the tongue has moved up into position for the T. I bet you did. But rather than releasing air through the teeth, the mouth simply moves in to the next sound, which is the U as in few diphthong. I bet you did. I bet you did. No release. It's important to note we're not just leaving out the sound. I bet. The tongue is moving into position, which is cutting off the airflow, and that stop is part of the T. I bet you did. So even though we're not releasing to give the complete full T, the idea is still there by the tongue going into position, cutting off. Sample words: time, dime; tad, dad; tote, dote. The last two word pairs ended with T's and D's. Did you notice that I did not release?